Been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that YouTube discipline.
Huh?
That YouTube discipline.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
I think this was good though. Murder recording. I think this was good because like something different, innit? I've been seeing Kennan a lot recently. He's done similar stuff with this with Josh Inger.
Yeah. I've not seen his posts to be fair, but
They're entertaining, to be honest.
they're good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, it's hard to describe. He said something the other day to Kennan. He was like, "Oh yeah, well, Hicks and Gracie talking sport jiu-jitsu nowadays is probably a purple belt, so everyone's going off at him."
So Kennan said that.
Yeah. Kennan was like, "Oh well, you know, they're probably like purple belt level, and you know."
Really?
Yeah.
I think that is pretty brutal, to be honest. But I think at the level that they're at, I think that they can understand the concepts enough to be able to say that they are black belt level. They've been around the game long enough to be able to say that they are at that level.
He made the funny comparison. You know, like you know in films and stuff where they have it's hard to describe. They had whenever somebody's doing something bad, they've got a photo of God on the desk and they just turn it. He's thinking of doing that with Josh asked him if he'd ever have somebody's photo up in the academy. He's like, well, I can't really do that. I'd have to turn it every time I play lapel guard. just so the masters aren't watching. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, his techniques are new school. Like they're his own invention.
Yeah.
A lot of his lapel game is his own invention. But that's literally like saying any high level jiu-jitsu player, like old school jiu-jitsu player, wouldn't be able to take a look at a technique and then figure out, with the concepts that they understand, figure out either a way around it or another development on top of that technique.
Yeah, well, you think about it, like, you know, like Odger, when he came back, there you go.
Yeah.
Submitted Bishesha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and Odger's not new school technique. To be fair, Bishesha isn't really, but like at the same time, there's that difference in generation.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of shows it. It's just weird though, like, to see something like everyone's going off it, like everyone online. I saw BJJ Steroids, they were like, yeah, well, I can list 10 people at purple belt that had beat the Gracies, that had beat Hicks and Gracie. I was like, no!
That is the worst. Those guys, let me check their page. There, what is it?
BJJ Steroids.
BJJ Steroids.
They recently got the account back, didn't they? They were mad that all. I think Lovell was convinced that it was some people from like Switzerland or something, and were like, yeah, not even close. Literally.
They've got 14 posts and they've got 20,000 followers.
They were filming from the other side of the stands at the Worlds though. So as Galvo was going off and like these two innocent Swedish kids, BJJ Steroids is there and other side of the arena just filming.
Bro,
bad, isn't it?
Absolutely crazy. So these guys literally just throw shade at people that they think are on steroids and the teams that they think are on steroids.
Well, I was saying this to you the other day, like, some people were asking, oh, well, why don't you go on against Gordon as much?
Yeah.
But like I said, Gordon, there was literally a comment saying, oh, well, why don't you do that? And Gordon said something like, well, I'm just as clean as all the other athletes. So there you go.
Right, okay.
So obviously kind of rinsing. But you're not going to go from £160 to 230 in a year, are you? I know you don't want to step on it.
That is difficult. Really difficult. I know that I physically couldn't do that in a year.
Yeah, that's just... Yeah.
I physically could not put that amount of lean mass on it in 1 year.
But at the same time though, there were photos from when he was like my age with a 10-pack or something daft like that.
Yeah.
Like proper ripped 8-packs, so it's like, you got to be a genetic freak to do that anyway, even with roids, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think to be able to put on that amount of weight in 12 months and still have that same, you know,
I'm still lean on it.
Body composition, it was so lean. It's still so lean.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, well, is like he said, is as clean as every other athlete.
Yeah.
So that, you know what I mean. We've got all these athletes that are getting caught. It's being posted. They've been caught out. Is basically saying he's as clean as all the rest of those. that have been caught.
Yeah, I think like most of these pages, although they take the mick a little bit, they still kind of provide a lot of value. And to me as well.
They provide a lot of entertainment for people, yeah. And I think they're kind of they're open eyes for people that are kind of not open-minded to the fact that people do that at a high level.
Yeah.
It's like anything at a high level. We've seen it Olympics, we've seen it, boxing, we've seen it everywhere. At high level, when there's things at stake, people's livelihoods at stake.
There's politics as well in it as well.
Yeah.
It's
politics, money, livelihood. When there's all those things at stake at a high level, people want the edge. So yeah, they do take performance enhancers.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. So BJJ steroids. I love the page so much. I think entertainment, especially on social media and stuff like that, it's much needed because like everybody just posts the same stuff all the time. And if I don't get any substance or value out of it, that's what I've been doing recently. So I've been looking down onto my Instagram followers.
Yeah.
And I do it every couple of days. I'm like, if certain people that come up on my newsfeed that don't provide value to me, I just unfollow them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, what you consume is actually just what you become at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you've got to be aware that I think people change as well. I think what you might have followed 5 years previous to now might change. So you look back and think, well, that's not really your interest, or that's not really your view, or I mean, everybody's gonna have different views, but let's say it's not your interest. You unfollow that page because you're not interested in whatever that page has got to offer anymore. And I think that always changes, and people's views and opinions will always change. But I've done the same thing on my social media. I've looked back and thought on some of the pages that I followed and thought, pretty sure I never followed you.
Yeah.
Like, pretty sure this never happened. But back then, whenever I followed the page, I probably did.
Yeah.
It was probably me. Well, obviously it was me that did it. It's my account. But that was me back then compared to me now. Maybe in 5 years' time, looking back to now, I'll not follow the same type of people or the same type of pages.
Yeah.
Things change all the time, and that's the thing with social media. It never stays the same, really. I think it's always changing, adapting. There's new styles, new trends. There's always different things trending on social media.
You've got to be on it as well. Like literally, I see. Even so, like recently, we've gone from just following, just accounts that they're cool, they're alright, to following people that I've got something to say, like Shinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You follow Shinny now. Like,
the people that I follow now have got a lot of content that I genuinely do believe in. People recovering, people dealing with mental health. I follow a lot of pages like that now because there are things that I truly think people do need help with.
Yeah, I think at the same time, you get somebody like Shinny, for example. He's so like he cuts straight to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a good thing because so for so long I saw on Instagram, like, this is why people compare so much, is what I've realised. It's just bizarre to me because for so long I've seen, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, I'm here because of this. When in reality, they're probably, I've done it before. I've gone into Instagram and been like, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Well, meanwhile I'm just sat in my room just being sad. And I think there's like a weird mask on Instagram and all social media across all them platforms that doesn't really
I think
reflect.
There's so many different paths and ways you can take with social media, especially Instagram. You see people that are just fitness and that's all they post. You see people that post about their own lives, personal blogs. These things, you need to know what kind of page it is or person it is you're following when you follow them, and what content it is that you're going to get on that page.
Yeah.
I think, like I spoke about Shinny, on his page is real. It's real life. It's his daily thing. It's what he's going through daily. It's what he's been through in the past. It's what he's willing to work towards and what he's looking at in the future. It's real. It's real life. And you can switch. There's like two different sides, like two faces. You can switch completely to the other side. And some people are living a life that's not real, but it looks real on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I think Instagram's good to be used for what you want to use it for.
It's
I think as long as it's a tool. Yeah. And I think as long as you understand that it is a tool, you can kind of distance yourself from getting drawn in so much by it and use it for the benefit of you.
Yeah.
And not anything else.
Yeah, so just sitting out and just being on the outside and looking in, like kind of a bird's eye view of being like, okay, this is what it's actually like. We see the reality. You just got to smarten up to it.
That's all you've got to do. You've got to be wise and be aware.
Yeah.
And I think it can draw you in. It has me. It's drawn me in before to the point where you're so blinded by certain things. You try and make your Instagram like, and I've tried this many times. You try and make your Instagram like something, or like a page that you've seen, or something that you think is going to be successful, and in reality I found the easiest way for Instagram now is just use it for you.
Yeah. Well, if not, you're going to blend in, aren't you?
Exactly, yeah. You're going to blend in.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, you see so many different people. They've got their niches, you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So you just got to pick what's good for you.
For you, yeah.
You know, post what you want.
Yeah.
End of the day, if people follow it, then fine, but if they don't, it's whatever, innit?
It's your Instagram.
You're not seeking approval.
It's your Instagram.
You know?
Unless it's a business page, it's completely different.
Yeah.
If it's a personal page, it's your Instagram. So you post on that whatever it is that you're wanting to show everyone that follows it.
Yeah, and I think there's a difference between seeking approval and trying to build for more people to view it almost. Like, for example, now you're trying to build your personal brand.
Yeah.
So you're networking with so many different people, you're talking to so many new people. How's networking kind of helped you build your own brand recently?
The thing is, with networking, I network with the people generally that are close to me or follow the same views and paths that I do.
Yeah.
I think by doing that, it has helped my personal growth on the social media. But even with that, those people have their own way of doing what they want to do on their social media.
Yeah.
And even though I'm getting those guys involved, speaking to them, tagging them and whatever in my social media channels, I still do me. I still post what I want to post on my social media, and basically for me, I'm just trying to post and give people an insight into my journey and what I do on a day-to-day basis.
It's just all one massive game, innit? We talk about it all the time. It is just one massive game.
Yeah, it depends how you play it.
Yeah.
It depends how you play it. It is, yeah. It is, yeah. It can be definitely like that if you play it that way, yeah. It's just one big. It is like a different world. It is like a different world in Instagram, especially if you get drawn into it so much. If you get drawn into it so much, it can consume a lot of your time and a lot of your life, and it is like itself again, yeah.
Yeah, I think some recently has been bothering me. Saving, I can't do it.
Saving.
So like saving money, for example.
Saving money. So
tell me your secrets, bro.
Since I think when it comes to saving money, I think you need to set a goal like anything else.
Right.
You know, like you do with anything, whether it's weightlifting, you want to set a certain goal, reach a weight that you want to lift in a certain movement. Jiu-jitsu, you might want to reach a certain belt, you aim, or you might want to reach a certain goal in competition. You might have milestones like this. With saving money, I do believe, well, what works for me is setting goals. So I want to save £50 this month, £50, boom, 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 and do that for 5 months, see where you are. If circumstances have changed, save £100. You know, if things change, you can save £100, start doing that. But what I do find people do is they'll save £50 a month, and this is something that I've always been good at since I was a young kid. And it's crazy because I've got a sibling that's completely opposite to me. Completely opposite. I'm pretty good at saving, you know, I always have been.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she's good at saving now. Got better at saving, but when she was younger, it was terrible. Couldn't save at all. And what I do is, so let's say every month I could save £50. So I'd save £50, and then let's say in 1 month I had spare income of £150. So on top of the saving of 50, I had a spare income of £150. Now a lot of people will, I've got this free money that I didn't expect, and then they'll buy something that they want to buy. I want this, I want this, I want this. And I was always able to stop myself or stop that impulse buying and save. And I always felt a greater benefit from saving that extra So let's say £50 and then another 150 on top of that. That's £200 just in 1 month. And I can see that, and then I reach the goals that way. And then over time it just becomes a habit.
Yeah.
Over time you live a lifestyle that's comfortable for you, but don't exceed that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be on a lot of money, but as long as you don't spend more than you earn, you can save money. That's basically it.
Yeah.
So you've got to live to your income.
Right.
That's all you've got to do. A lot of people overspend, and then they get an electric bill dropped, boom, £200, and they're sat scratching their head thinking,
how are you going to do that?
I'm going to pay this.
Yeah.
And that's just because they've overspent.
Yeah. Finance is a dangerous thing, man, because like I'm not fully into it yet.
Yeah.
But when I see people they're putting things on credit cards and finance, like I've got one thing on finance, and that's my guitar, which I've nearly paid off. But like even that, like, every month I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. And I think,
it's a trap.
I think that's a healthy mentality to have, though.
Right.
I think you've got your first credit, really, with this guitar that you wanted, and every month it feels like a chore to pay see that come out of your account every single month, and that mentality is a good mentality to have, because I think it will lead you to a later life when you're in a better situation money wise. You will be able to save because you don't like seeing that money leave your account.
Yeah.
So I think you are on a good path to be able to start saving money. I don't think you're just a bad person to not be able to save money. I think you've got the mentality to save the money. I think you just need to make a few adjustments, that's all. I don't think it's anything major.
Right, yeah.
It's not like you spend on silly things.
No, yeah.
You know, like things that are just like, why have you bought that? What is the point of you? Why? I've never seen you do that. So I think as long as you keep doing what you're doing, I think everything will work out fine anyway.
Yeah, I hope so. Like something as well recently, like one of the most important things that I've been looking at, especially now that I'm out of certain situations and I'm away from certain people, the best thing for me is to look back at where I was then and to look where I am now in just sort of like 3 or 4 months, and to see the progression that's taken. Like I look back, and because I can see the difference, and I've been in that bad place and now I'm in a good place, I'm looking back with so much more gratitude than I did normally, and now everything's getting better.
Yeah.
So like, if you've ever been in a situation when you thought, oh, this isn't too good, and you've came out of it, and you've looked back and you thought, oh, I'm out of that now, that's good.
There are many of them situations in life. There are many of them situations.
Many of which we can't talk on camera. Talk to me about the importance of gratitude for you then. Like how...
I think you always, at one stage, I can remember when I opened my first academy, I can remember at a young age where I was at the stage where I didn't really realise what I'd achieved so far.
Right.
Because I was always striving for more, because it's the way I've been brought up and the way that Jiu-Jitsu has moulded me over the years. I always strive for more. This technique's not good enough, the strength's not good enough, the power's not good, the speed's not good enough. You know, the gold medal, brilliant, but...
Didn't submit him.
Yeah, exactly. There's always something that can be better, and I've always been like this in life, full stop.
So you can't smell the roses then?
Exactly.
Right.
So for me, now I'm much better. But when I was like 21 years old, I remember when I was 21 years old, like 3 years ago, I can remember sitting there thinking, I just felt like I was existing.
Right.
I was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't even know where the direction is, like I'm not sure. I'd opened an academy, I'd bought the only thing that I'd ever wanted in life from being a young kid, and I felt like that because I'd achieved everything, I literally didn't know what the next goal was. I was like, what? I have no idea what.
Yeah.
And what I had to do then, like I talk about asking yourself the questions all the time, I had to find out what it was that was causing me to feel like this. And literally all it was is me not realising how much I had achieved for the age that I was at.
Right, yeah.
You know, I look around at a lot of people and they haven't achieved what I achieved at my age. You know, and literally with me thinking that changed my mentality completely. And like now, every day I wake up and I think I've done good. You know, I'm doing good, things are good, I've done good, I've achieved this, I've achieved this, I've achieved this. It doesn't stop me wanting to achieve more, but it just helps me realise that all the hard work that I've done over the years has not kind of been wasted.
Right, yeah.
All the hard work I've done has been for this, and I've got something to show for it. Even though it's not like ridiculously extravagant, like a Ferrari, it's not extravagant. I've got, you know, a nice house to live in. I've got 2 businesses, 2 successful businesses, soon to be 3. All these things I've got to show for it. You know, I've got a lifestyle where I can travel the world doing what I love doing. I can spend every day teaching and coaching, changing people's lives, doing what I love doing. And when I was younger, I couldn't see that. I was blinded. I was literally blind to it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see.
But isn't it because like when you were, as you're on the rise up, your purple belt, brown belt, that's when you're going for it in competitions and stuff. So you're competing like every other weekend or something daft like that. So when you got that mentality of I've got to go 100%, I've got to finish every person, it's an unhealthy mentality to have. But at the same time, you're not going to get anywhere without it.
It's healthy. And can be unhealthy if you don't know how to control it.
Yeah. And
you don't know, or you can't see what you're actually achieving. And over the last couple of years, I've really got good at talking about and also recognising and realising how I'm feeling, the paths I need to take for action, where I'm going, what I've done, what I've achieved, what I'm going to achieve. And I think over the last couple of years I've worked on that on myself and really figured that out. And I think that now has come to a stage where I can openly talk like this in front of a camera and give my point of view, my life, my thoughts, whereas before I probably wouldn't have been able to speak about because I didn't understand myself.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been able to speak about it.
Yeah. So obviously, as you grow, I think that's like anything. As you grow older, you understand yourself a bit more.
Yeah.
But like at the minute, I feel like I'm at that stage where, okay, everything's good, but at the same time, there's little missteps that I'm like, oh well, I could have done this.
Yeah, I think those missteps that you talk about though are all part of life and part of learning about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to have those in order to realise where you want to be, where you want to go, where you don't want to be, and where you don't want to go.
But yeah, it is obviously part of growing up. But I'm talking strictly like, for example, when I'm competing, if I didn't get the gold medal, and it's like, oh, nice, great. I kind of undermine myself a bit, even though it's a good achievement, but I could have done better.
Yeah, but we can always do better.
Yeah, exactly. But
I could win a world champion. I could win a world title and say, but I've not won it twice. Or I could win a world title division and then go, I've not won absolute.
Right. Yeah.
I think that being like that and then causing a negative mentality is unhealthy.
Yeah.
I think that is unhealthy if you can't control it.
Yeah.
So I think the way forward for that is being able to recognise that you're thinking like that. You know, oh, I got a bronze, I didn't get the gold. That is a negative thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way you should look at that is, well, I got a bronze, I didn't get the gold today, but I performed 100% better than the last 4 competitions.
Yeah.
Because the last 4 competitions I didn't come out the first round.
Yeah.
This one you won 3 rounds and lost just 1.
Yeah.
So that's an improvement. So literally, if you change your mindset and how you look at this, the whole situation, what causes the feeling, you're gonna just everything's just gonna level up.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I see it in Victor's Academy. There's the he has the posters up on the wall. The progressive.
Every bar school has those.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah. You know, it's some of that I look at and I think, you know, there's the mindset where you just stay and the mindset where you think, oh, I'm gonna grow here. The growth mindset.
Everything we do in life is mindset. Every choice we make is down to it's mindset. It's how you, for example, if a situation happened and you got angry with it, that's mindset.
Right.
That is your choice. Yeah, that is the way you reacted to the thing that happened. You've got choice. Everyone's got choice. Something can happen to you and you can think, well, it's a learning curve. I've learned from it, I've grown from it. I'll not make this mistake again and move on. Or I'll not allow this to happen to me again, to cause me to be angry. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it is mindset.
Yeah.
Every decision you make is due to mindset. You can make decisions sometimes, bad decisions based on emotion.
Yeah,
You can make bad decisions based on anger, based on being upset. And that is all based on mindset.
Yeah, but I think at this age it's still part of growing up.
It's all
I think
part
even
of
at your age, it's still part of growing up.
It's all part of learning.
Like I got angry at just stupid stuff. Like, even dumb stuff like today. Like I didn't have a charger in my room, I just sat down. So I just went off on a mad one. Got the charger, went downstairs. I was like, you know, after a long day where you're like, that one thing sends you over the edge, like you drop a bit of toast on the floor and you go on a mad one. Just try it mad one. So I felt.
You
I was
got
like,
crumbs all over.
yeah, exactly. I was like, no 5-second rule either. Not like that. And I was just done. I was like, I'm not having this.
That is mindset.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is mindset.
I was like, no.
That is. Yeah.
100% mindset. Mind can play tricks on people, which is why I'm slowly going to move it. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in
You
ghosts?
do believe in ghosts? We're going to get full like conspiratorial here, bro. I'm going to ask you about Epstein in a minute. We're going there.
Do I believe in ghosts?
Because I tell you what.
Go on.
It's going to sound weird. I'm dead sensitive to this stuff.
Well,
I'm going to sound like a loony.
here we go.
Doesn't want to be a bro. Upstairs, spare room. Telling you, woman in black style, yeah?
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Shut up.
Oh, mate, I'm 100% serious. When we come up here in the drive, because you got no like wind, like curtains or anything, I'm looking up and I'm like, 100% serious, mate. There's something in that room.
Which bedroom? Box bedroom, small one?
Yeah.
No.
I stay in. Yeah, serious.
When was that?
Every time. It just gives me weird vibes, man.
No, I don't believe in ghosts.
You don't believe?
No.
There's one in my house. No, mate,
No,
don't exist.
no.
You know what my mum did the other week? She went over to Pontefract.
I've
she went
seen it. Oh, I saw it.
We're bad on it.
I saw it on her Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, mad. They had to get out of there.
Why?
It was freaky.
Really?
Yeah. That was it's the most haunted house in the UK or Europe or something daft like that. And like exorcisms took place there, stuff like that, all sorts. There's films based off that house.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were it?
Pontefract.
I'm not.
It was ghetto, mate. It was bad.
Alright.
Yeah. They had to. We've got she basically sat the video camera. She sat a camera on the stairs, and like there was like smashing glasses, stuff like that, all sorts. And we walked into the room, there's like a doll in the corner, just weird stuff like that, and I'm like, no, I don't like this. You don't believe in ghosts?
No. Straight up don't believe in ghosts.
So you never
can't see it. Like.
So you've never had anything where you've been like, this is weird.
No. Never. Never ever.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Never.
Never.
No, never.
You're lying. You're smiling.
I'm not. I'm smiling because I'm thinking this guy's crazy.
I'm not crazy. Okay, go on. What?
There's no. Every time I drive up that drive and I look in that bedroom window, there's nothing there, mate.
Freaks me out.
You want to get some curtains for that bedroom?
Just for me.
The bedroom that I never go in. The bedroom that is like just holding all the clothes.
Yeah. Just put a t-shirt there.
No.
Why?
Because no.
Mate, it freaks me
Don't believe
out.
in ghosts, bro.
But you had to think. You thought about it at first, though. And then as soon as I said, "Oh, I think there's one of me," you're like, "No, I don't believe in ghosts." No. Went straight up. I don't know. Epstein.
We're not covering Epstein, mate. Conspiracy theories.
Don't want to get Clinton.
We're not covering Epstein.
What?
We're not covering Epstein.
Why? Let's cover Epstein.
No.
Why?
We're not talking conspiracy theories tonight.
We're set up like Joe Rogan, right? We're doing a podcast style video and you're going to sit here and tell me, "Nah mate, we're not going to talk about Epstein, we're not going to talk about..." Have you heard about the, what's happening at Amazon? Not the company Amazon, but the Amazon.
Oh, the rainforest?
Yeah, that's mad.
It's on fire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's been on fire for like 3 weeks. That's not good.
17 days.
Something like that. They said like, oh well, it's the Earth's lungs, stuff like that, and then all the vegans
It's
are going.
the Earth's
All the
lungs.
vegans are going mad, and I see all the Brazilians that I follow on Instagram. They're like, oh no, they're going on a mad one. It's scary. Like, there's so much of it on fire.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't know the percentage, but I've seen videos and stuff, and it ain't good. Like,
Is it spreading every day?
Yeah.
And they can't contain it?
Yeah, I think they got live videos and stuff on YouTube. You go check the live videos. Pull it up.
What is it?
Just go Amazon rainforest. I think they might do live videos.
Posted 3 hours ago, 8,200 views.
The Amazon rainforest is known to be a home to millions of different species, from plants
Not
to
anymore.
animals to even some indigenous tribes. It's been referred to as the Earth's lungs because it produces 20% of the oxygen in its atmosphere, about half the size of the United States of America. If the Amazon reaches a point of no return, it could become so dried out that instead of generating oxygen, it could start emitting carbon, which would expedite the process of climate change, something we've been trying to slow down for years. But the Amazon rainforest is also known for bringing rain to
That's
surrounding
big trouble.
regions. And according to a report from 2012 from the website scientificamerican.com, I quote, deforestation in the Amazon could sharply reduce rainfall in non-forested parts of southern Brazil, a rich agricultural area, as well as Paraguay and Uruguay. End quote. The lack of rain could also lead to a drought, which would mean less drinking water, and it would make it much harder for farmers to harvest crops. Now the irony here is that the same farmers are known for intentionally burning their fields to clear space for crops when the time comes. The reality though is that many people don't seem to care much about things happening on the other side of the world. If it doesn't affect them directly, they'll send out a tweet praying for those affected, and we'll kind of...
Has this been on the news?
Yeah. Well, not really. Like, it's literally, it's taken fire because of social media. And people
I saw this on social media. I've not seen this on the
Bruno
news.
shared it this morning.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
Legato shared it before that. I've not seen that on the news.
Yeah.
So
There's no coverage. I don't know why, but this is what people have been saying. Billionaires stepped in to provide billions and billions of dollars for Notre Dame when that burned down, and then there's this,
yeah,
and nobody's doing anything about it.
yeah.
That's crazy. You would have thought you'd just go up with like some helicopters or planes and stuff, and just like throw down the most amount of water that you can.
Yeah.
Something like daft like that.
Yeah.
They'd find a way easy with the
Sure.
amount of money that should be put into that.
Yeah, surely they should be trying to do something like.
How's the government not stepping in? It's like,
Produces 20% of the world's oxygen.
literally, mate, all of this was burning around behind us and we're still talking like this and nothing was happening. That's what they're doing. They're doing nothing.
Jeez.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
It's mental.
Look at that.
Are you living in the Matrix?
That's a conspiracy, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're not talking conspiracies tonight. Life's biggest questions.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
You know. Oliver, are we alone in the universe?
What?
Are we alone in the universe?
Can we talk about jiu-jitsu?
Okay. No.
No.
Let's talk about Area 51 first, bro. I'm busting out them aliens. Let's talk jiu-jitsu then. Jiu-jitsu conspiracies. Let's go.
Jiu-jitsu conspiracies?
Have you ever heard of it?
No. Have you? Tell me some.
I have, yeah.
Go on.
Eddie Bravo, right?
What about him?
What about him?
If I was going to give myself, my younger self, any advice that I know now,
Don't go to Blackpool for your 18.
never go to Blackpool for your 18th birthday. No. It would be don't waste as much time on people that are not going in the same path, the same direction as you.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time when I was younger trying to bring people along for the ride or the journey with me that weren't ready or didn't want to come along with me or for what I was, they didn't see my vision.
Mm.
I had people that didn't believe in what I was doing, even though there were people that were around me that should have kind of just backed what I was doing because they were supposed to be close to me.
Yeah.
They didn't see the vision, they didn't see where I was going, they didn't see what I was doing. I can remember a lot of people when I was starting out, they tell me that it weren't even like, you're not even doing a real job.
I got that.
All the time. You're not even doing a real job. Why don't you get a real job? It's like, really?
Yeah.
Really? I'm gonna work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
On certain things.
Yeah.
It's like,
pick your battles, don't you?
Exactly, yeah, you pick your battles. Some things I'll work ridiculously hard on because I need to, and then some things I'll not work as hard on because I don't need to. So I structure what I'm gonna do. I structure what I'm gonna do, and I make sure that I make the right decision at the right time in order to get me to where I want to go. And the reason why I could do that is because I had goals and vision and idea already set out that they couldn't see.
Yeah, that's difficult though, because people at my age, they don't have that. There's not many people that have that.
When I was your age, I had vision,
Yeah.
drive, determination, hunger to get where I am today. And I've still got that now, even more so now than I had before. I've got clearer vision now than I had before. Like I had vision, but I dreamed before. When I was your age, I had dream. It was a dream. Now, 20 years old, 21 years old, I made dream come reality. I made my dreams come true. 12 months later, I made another dream come true.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be 12 months later again, I made another dream come true. So literally, after the first dream came true for me, I had vision. I had crystal clear clarity on the next move that I was going to make, the next dream.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Everything was clear, and I think as you get older, things become a little bit clearer because you know where you want to be and where you want to go.
Yeah.
But at a younger age, I would say, don't spend too much time on people that aren't. Don't spend too much time on people that are holding you back.
Right.
Now the tricky thing is
It's
understand. The tricky thing is understanding who is holding you back at a young age, because sometimes you can't see it. Sometimes the people that are closest to you, that you think are not holding you back, they are holding you back, or could be holding you back.
It's a difficult thing to snap out of. It's so difficult.
It is when it's all you've been used to.
Yeah.
It's really difficult, because I had it multiple times.
Yeah.
Growing up, multiple times. And the thing is now I can let go a lot easier the things that are holding me back. And the only reason why I can do that is because I've spent so much time when I was younger being held back for long periods of time by certain things or certain people, and going through the pain, the struggle, and then finally realising, what am I doing? What? And then distancing everything.
Yeah. Because as you try and pull somebody else up, you're not actually looking in the other direction where you're supposed to be going. So when you work so hard and trying to bring other people up and trying to bring other people along with you, you can't. This is the thing that I've learned. Like, you genuinely can't control what people are gonna do.
No.
So just do what you want to do.
The thing is, and this is a good example. You, 12 months ago.
Yeah.
I was trying to pull you along with me. I was trying to show you the vision, show you the direction. But 12 months ago, you weren't ready in yourself and the people you had around you. You weren't ready to see that.
Yeah.
And you weren't ready to make the decision to do that. And it's only recently that you've distanced yourself from those people that are holding you back. And not only that, you now are in a state where literally I've given you like a little match, and you're running with that yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have to be on you every day. This is a vision, this is what you need to do, this is where you're going to go. You can see that yourself, you're doing it yourself, you're working towards it yourself, things are clicking, you're recognising the people around you that are maybe not dragging you down but are trying to, steer certain ways, and you know where you want to go, so you can now make the choices yourself and decisions yourself to be like, no, this is where I'm going and this is what's going to happen, and do it like this.
Yeah.
And I've not had to force you. Whereas before,
I used to get messages from you like, oh, why aren't you at training?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And now even with days off of training, like today I didn't feel so good. Like, I'm ill at the minute, but I still came in just to sit down and watch.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to be sat in the bedroom all day anymore.
Whereas before, 12 months ago, you'd have been sat in your bedroom. I would not have seen you for 3 weeks.
Even 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to see you for 3 weeks. And it's like, what is...
What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah. There was a
What's
period
happening?
like you didn't see me for like 6 months
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
that's crazy.
And then if you noticed, I distanced
Yeah.
myself from you
Mhm.
because I knew I tried my utmost. I couldn't have done any more at that stage. I couldn't do any more to drag you along or to show you the path, to pull you along with me to reach the top.
Yeah.
So I distanced myself. Literally distanced myself, checked in every now and again. And then when you were ready, and only when you were ready, did you come back, and I had to show 30% the vision, 30% where you wanted to go, and you went with yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas before I would have done 110% trying to show you the vision.
Yeah.
And the reason is you weren't ready. And nobody can tell you when you're ready other than you. And I've had the same situation before. People have told me many times, do this, do that, do this, you should do this is not good for you, this is not healthy, this is dragging you down.
You didn't see it.
And I've had people that very, very close to me that are telling me, and I did see it, but at the time I was still taking something from what I was going through. I was still learning, I was still, even though it might have been a hard time and I was down or whatever, I was still taking something from that. I was still building myself for the future me. So I was still taking substance from whatever situation it was. I was still taking substance from it, whether it were good or bad. I was still learning about myself, and they were telling me it was a bad situation because they could see it from the outside. I eventually could see it, but I wasn't ready to step away. And only when I was ready did I step away.
Yeah.
And the people that I had around me at the time was telling me, but the closest people weren't trying to force me. All they would say is, "You'll do it when you're ready."
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, you'll do it. And no matter how many times I tell you now to do it, you'll not do it until you're ready. And that's exactly the same example with you.
Yeah.
I tell you, come training. Why are you training? Come to training. You might make odd session. I'll say, come to training. You'd come for one session, and then I'll not see you again for 2 weeks. And I'm like, what's happening with this guy? You know what I mean?
And at that point, that's when you're like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Yeah.
And I get you, yeah, I understand why you did it, because you can't be around people that you just drag in all the time, and you put in all that energy in when you could be focusing on something else.
Yeah, you're putting energy in. It's not. The thing is that I was putting energy into you. I was putting energy into you when you weren't ready to accept the energy that I was putting in. So basically, if I was putting all that energy into you, it probably felt like an hindrance. You were thinking, oh, I wish you'd just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Because it was just like pissing you off. You were just thinking, I just wish he'd stop on at me. Probably felt like I were on at you all the time.
A little bit, yeah, but I knew, obviously I knew it was all with good intention and stuff like that, but at the same time I was like, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So.
Exactly, and that was because you weren't ready to accept what I was trying to do for you, and now you are. And the dynamic of our relationship together as friends has changed.
Yeah.
It's completely changed.
Yeah. Because even the times when we were just driving down to Nottingham before.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, we were fine, we were mates and
yeah.
stuff, but now it's completely different.
It's completely different.
It's way different.
And I can see how you are with me, that it is different as well.
Yeah.
Because you're different to me, you can have a joke, you can have a laugh.
I used to be like a lot more reserved, didn't I?
You'd be reserved, yeah. You'd think like you didn't want to say certain things to me because I want to say something back to you.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, no, that's not, you know what I mean? I never kind of get any conversation out of you, never converse really much. And now the dynamics just completely changed, and that is because you have got rid of what you needed to get rid of. And Edwin put a good post on.
Yeah.
And I messaged him back about it. Literally, the people that are around you that are not benefiting, that are not helping you, pushing you towards your vision, deadwood. And it gets heavy. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because it gets really heavy. And the thing is with me now, the level that the stage that I'm at and the experiences that I've been through, it takes me a lot less time to get rid of the deadwood than what it used to do. I used to hang on to it all the time, like,
maybe this could change.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally. Maybe I could help him change a little bit. Maybe I could try and change him. No.
It's not gonna happen.
No, this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. If they're not willing to see it, it's not going to work. You can try and apply rationalization to the situation, but that person might not be on the same wavelength as you. They might not share the same thought and feeling as you over one certain subject. So no matter how much you try and rationalize with that person about that one subject, If they're not seeing the same as you, you're just gonna keep banging heads. You're never gonna, and this is why things changed between me and you.
Yeah.